Hello, you guys, and welcome. Hi, Erica. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I was trying to do it different so that I had a better view, so you had a better view behind me, so you can see that it's kind of a mess. But Captain Lovebug's in here with us. So, can you guys hear me okay? I hope you can. And I hope you're doing really well. Can you guys hear me? Yeah? You give a thumbs up. Hello. Hi, good evening. How are you? I'm so glad you guys are here tonight. Excuse me, I'm not quite ready. The time is flying by so quick, is it not? I mean, it is seriously flying by. So I thought Erica is here, and she was dealing with. She got sick. She got COVID, so I wanted to make sure she was feeling better before we went live. And last week, an emergency came up, so we're not going anywhere tonight. We are doing this. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Thank you so much. So, yeah, you guys, are you ready for love? I'm telling you, this year is going to be an incredible year. It truly is. The year of 2022 is that beginning leap before we move into it's like a new phase. We're preparing. It's what we've been doing, going through preparing for brand new changes. As we've all seen, these changes have come through, but so have you're gonna see him in a minute. He'll jump on the bed behind me. I know it looks so ugh for me, but what are we gonna do, right? But this year is gonna be an incredible year. It really is. There are some awesome things getting ready to take place. A lot of people have been planning and preparing, and you've been so focused on your personal life, on making sure things are in order, your finances, whether that's getting a job, changing careers, education, whatever it is that you've been working on. A lot of us have been doing that. Most of us have been really focused in that direction, not even thinking about love. Even if we're with a partner, you may have felt strained a little bit, with your partner. And this year is going to be awesome. So, those of you who have been in a twin flame dynamic, okay, you understand the twin flame journey is about you. All right. First and foremost, above anything else, it is about you. It's about making sure that you are getting exactly what you want. First of all, we have to figure out who we are, and through that tear down that we go through when we meet that twin flame, we start seeing things about ourselves that we didn't recognize. We start seeing things about other people that we didn't recognize. Some we like and some we don't. So it's this beautiful journey of self analysis, self discovery. And then once we understand the spiritual interconnection with that person, what it does for us as we move forward, they follow us. So if we stop, hello, Patriot 8, it's so nice to have you here. I haven't seen you or spoke to you in so long. I'm glad you're with us tonight. But when we start moving forward in a different direction, that's when that invisible tug comes and pulls them back our direction. And a lot of people are going to feel that in the year 2022. It's going to be a really an amazing year. It truly, truly is. So we're going to take a look at love because love is going to be highlighted this year. We're going to meet new people. We're going to have new experiences. A lot of you, if they do come back, you're going to be like, I'm done. I'm good. And you're going to move forward into something new. And one of the cool things about that journey is the fact uh, that they actually, and I've never really shared my story with you about my journey with my twin flame. It's an incredible story. It truly is. I went to publish it and I got in trouble by Amazon. So I got grounded for a year and I couldn't publish it. And now I'm working on this other book that you guys may have seen out there. So it's on pre-sale now. But anyway, it's an amazing story that a lot of us are going through. Oh, he wants to go out. I'm going to let him out. Can you see him in the background there? I'm going to let him out. They must be going outside. All right. Here you go. Okay, sorry about that. He won't be with us again. I'm not going to let him back in, but that's okay. So let's take a look at the zodiac signs and see what's coming for each of us. And I look forward to it also. I think we're all ready for love, whether that's love of a new job, love of a person. We are definitely getting ready for something big and something special. And let me do one more thing before I start. Okay, so Erica, let's all give Erica thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. You ordered. Oh, you did? Wonderful, Erica. I'm so glad that you did. Hello, Canada. How are you guys out there? It's not, what side are you on? If you're on the New York side, I'm in New York and it is freaking cold out here. I don't want to even get dressed. I mean, it's just like I want to stay in my pajamas and I want to just sit here and just enjoy being warm because it is really cold. So if you're on that side of Canada, I bet you're freezing, right? Hello, hello, hello. All right, so who should we do first? I'm thinking, and Erica's going to help me so that I don't forget anybody. And if you could monitor the time, that would be really great so that I can get the time uploaded when I'm done. But let's go ahead and start with, well, let's do, you want to start with Leo? Okay, Leo wins. We're going to start with Leo. And then we'll just follow suit. So the next one will be Virgo and we'll go accordingly. Okay. So you're good with that, right, Erica? Cappy sign, Capricorn. My dog is a Capricorn. Captain Lovebug is he is a Capricorn. He is born January 8th. And I posted his birthday late. I'm just giving these decks a shuffle here. So we're going to tap into, I'm going to try and bring as much guided tarot in as I can. All right. Thank you, Erica. And then of course we've got the cards here as well. So I hope you guys are ready. Let's go ahead and let's begin. And yeah, I do that every time before I start one of your private sessions. If you're on the phone, you might even hear me do that. I do it all the time. Leos, oh my goodness, Leos, you've got some incredible energy coming through. Now, you know what I'm picking up with the zodiac sign of Leo is that courage that's inside of a Leo. And you guys know what I'm talking about. If you're a Leo, it is undeniable. It is, there is nothing like it because you have this power and this magnetism about you. And I feel this drawing in, and some of you are getting ready to bring in somebody brand new. We're going to take a look at you first, and then we're going to look at whoever's coming in, and I'll pull in all the detail that I can. But you got somebody brand new coming in for sure. Now, if you're in a relationship, we're going to look at that also, okay? But I feel your energy, Leo, is almost combined, okay? It doesn't mean that you're going to have an affair, your partner's going to have an affair. It could be that revised love that you hear me talk about. So here we go. We've got the Seven of Cups and we have the beautiful Page of Pentacles. And that's what I'm talking about. If you didn't notice, the cards follow me. Whatever I'm guided, the cards fall out that way. Whether you see me shuffle and they fly out or I turn the cards, it doesn't matter. So with this beautiful energy, you know, that's that grounded with the Page of Pentacles. That's that grounded energy that I feel you guys have. And you're really carrying it forward with you. Now, the Seven of Pentacles is that it's tons of options. It's a lot of opportunities. It's creativity and expansion. So let's start with those of you who are in a relationship first. If you're in a relationship, you have this moment where you and your partner are going to be able to open up and change direction in your relationship. So if that means getting more creative in the bedroom, you're going to get more creative in the bedroom. This is an amazing offer coming in for you that's going to just, it's going to expand you. Now, I'm going to bring out cards as we go along. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn, but it's just this beautiful energy that's coming through where you're starting something new. If you and your partner had an apology, Oh, okay. Leo moon, yeah. If you and your there you go. You see, you and your partner may have been on the outskirts, and you could be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. It definitely has you. So we have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and Aries, and the fire and the earth signs here. But with this fire and this passion inside of you, this expansion is going to come through, and whatever was keeping the two of you stuck, you are going to find a way. You're going to figure it out. You're going to find a way to move through it. Now, with this comes this. mm, I want to look and see why you're stuck before I go into that. Now, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. If you're seeing 7, 8, 9, that's a progressive numbers, right? And that's what I'm seeing. You've got 7 and 8 on the board, but I hear 9 in the background. Also, 9 is toward that completion, and you're going to make some huge changes in the next during this moon cycle that we're in right now. Mercury's in retrograde. And retrograde, good high spirit messenger, retrograde is when we are being pulled back to review something, right? So whatever was left undone that kept you stuck right here in this energy. Sorry, that's my computer light. There's a big apology going to come through between you and your partner. 100%. I feel that you or your partner, one of the two of you, it's a general reading, was very arrogant and stubborn. This energy of being stuck is from stubbornness. It's like, I don't want to change. I don't want to go in a different direction. And look what came out, the judgment card. Okay. And that's not by chance, right? I mean, this is actually what's going to take place in this Mercury in retrograde. But we have a lot of planetary shifts going to take place this year. It's going to be an amazing year. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy breezy. It is not. It is going to have some challenges with it. So your partner and you are going to make up, and you're going to find a new direction. And if you have children involved, they may have very well been part of the distance between you and your partner. However, with this energy, you have this opportunity to turn things around and fix it. Now, when it comes to, oh, let me pull a romance card for you. When it comes to singles, wow, you guys got this brand new beautiful energy. I've got one for you. I've got one for singles also. So we have this energy. See, healing and fixing the relationship is what you guys are going to do, and that's a great thing. Now, when it comes to singles, okay, you single babies, what I'm talking about is somebody new, and this is somebody who's really want to get to know you. They're going to want to know you on a core level, like get to know you very well. You may have felt like you were never going to find the right person, most definitely, and that's not true. And Captain Lovebug, he just went out the door. He'll be right. Well, he won't. I'm not going to let him back in. He'll be up and down because there's four big dogs. He's one of them in the house where I'm staying here in New York, and if he hears them, he wants to go out and play. So he'll cry. Yeah, we had an ending. If you're single, you got out of a relationship. Now, it doesn't mean that it was recent. It could have been 4 years ago. 4-5 is what I'm seeing, 4 to 5 years ago. Could have been possible. Oh, you even have the four right here, too. It may have been 4 months, but the density, the heaviness, and the weighted energy that's attached to it, it was a while ago. So you may have been through this transformative journey for quite some time, and now you're getting ready to accept an offer. While you were going through that journey, you turned down a lot of opportunities. You probably didn't even notice somebody was looking at you, going through the grocery store or online, and somebody's like, "Ooh, looking at you." And you're like, where? You know what I mean? But with this, that's okay, Tracy. We just started, we're on Leo right now. But with this, you have this new opportunity. Now, the card that came out for you is a very important card because it has everything to do with these two. This 7 and 8. All right. If you are single and you've been feeling like you are trapped in a never ending situation that is not going to grow, you are absolutely wrong. You may have a lot of offers coming in, 2 to 3 people. 2 to 3 people might show up knocking at your door or calling you on the phone or going, "Hey, you," on a virtual, right? But with this is this beautiful moment where you're gonna open to receive. You're not gonna put a label on, they have to have this, they have to have that. Now, I did say that in one of the weekly readings. I don't know if it was Leo, I don't remember. But this is like openness to accept whomever comes into play, and you are going to do that, and I think that's awesome. Now we have the card of codependency, and that may very well be why it's been such a long time for you to get back out in the dating scene. Although, the world changes have a lot to do with that, borders being closed, COVID-19, all of that. That didn't stop a lot of people. There were people who were fearing that would cause an issue, but it really didn't. I have a lot of people who met people during this period of time. So it's a beautiful moment. All right, you guys, now we're done with Leo. So who I didn't see if there's any, and if you do see, Erica, if you do see a question, let me know. Um, of course, we're going to look at everybody that we can. So the next one would be Virgo, right? Yeah, Virgo. Leo's done. That's right. Leo's done. So we're going to look at Virgo right now, and we'll do them in order, just starting with Virgo. So, I mean, starting with Leo. So, Virgos, how's our Virgo babies doing? I hope you guys are doing well. You've had some really great readings over the past few weeks, and if you haven't noticed, I'm doing them on a weekly basis now. And a hi Aqua baby. We're starting. Aquarius will be posted on Thursdays, but each element sign has a different day that you're going to be getting your readings uploaded. All right, one more shuffle. All right. Ooh, we've got some excitement going on. Now, excitement can be it can be in a negative way and it can be in a positive way, just like drama can be in a negative and a positive way. But Virgo, I'm glad you're here, Lisa. Virgo is excited about something. We're going to take a look at couples first, and then we will move into singles real quick. But whatever is going on, we're going to look at this. Now you have the card of strength right here, and that is exciting in itself. Some of you are going to reunite with your partner. I feel that you've been away from them for quite some time. And this is that moment in time when you have to have strength and courage. Am I doing the right thing? Am I going the right direction? Now, this is for a group of you that you do want to be with your partner. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, right? And that's what I feel is taking place between you and your partner. Now let's take a look at your partner, and then we'll move on to our beautiful singles in just a moment. So the world card came out. You may have been far away, and that's the distance that I'm talking about. It can be in the same house, in two different rooms, in the same bed, okay, where one rolls over this way and one rolls over that way, but the distance was there, definitely. Now we have the Princess of Pentacles, and the Princess of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy. It's taken quite a while for you and your partner to be able to not only get on the same page, but to be together in this in interconnected way is what I just heard, interconnected way. So this is travel. This is an opportunity for the two of you to go and enjoy life, but there is something about it. We're going to look at the detail now that is holding you back a little bit, but yet you're excited all at the same time. This may be planning a trip, because that's what I'm hearing is travel, travel, travel. And we have a transformation, right? So with this comes that transformation that may be popping out quite a bit during this reading, and it does what it wants to do. Somebody's pulled back their power in this relationship, and I think you're feeling that excitement as you're feeling like, oh my gosh, I get it, I get it. If I stay confident in me, then the relationship has a more likely chance of transforming into equal boundaries, between the two of you being on the same page. And that's what I feel is going to take place. Now, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Leo, Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn in the earth elements as you. But I also feel Gemini is attached to this as well as Cancer. Pisces is in the mix also. So you've got some incredible yeah, there was an ending that took place, and that's what I was saying in the beginning, this reuniting, a judgment call. Do I stay? Do we fix it? Do we move forward? But for this group of you, I feel you're really, really excited about what is getting ready to happen. So let's pull a romance card for you, and then we'll move on to the singles. And we're going to do it in this order because I'm used to it. That's all. Pay attention to the red flags, okay? So the excitement, like I said in the beginning, it can be positive and it can be negative, but you're going to know with your own partner how this resonates with you, all right? Let's see what's going on with our singles. It's actually very positive. The excitement that I'm feeling for the couples is very good. Okay. Singles, you've got the Knight of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Ooh, that is beautiful. This is for you. This is for you getting on your horse and taking action towards what you want, and you are ready for a partner. So this represents Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It represents you in your own reading. And that's a really great way to do this. So this is saying, I don't want any more players. You're going to see what you want and you're going to go after it. And if they run the other way, you're going to let them go. You're going to go, okay, I don't want that. It's like you've learned your lesson. You may be meeting in a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius, but for a lot of you, I feel you already met this person. I don't think they're brand new as far as knowing them. I do in a relationship. You haven't been in a relationship with them. We have the star card here, and this is that big, beautiful moment of testing when it comes to making sure that you are healthy mentally, emotionally, and even physically to make this relationship work. This is a very, very grounded type of an energy you're getting ready to meet, one that you wished for. Now, the only thing that could be damaging you in any way in this particular situation is your own self-sabotage energy, because I really feel you have gotten this awareness of who and what and everything that should be in your life right now, and you are putting it into play in reality. You've healed, you've moved on, and so is this person. So any negative you're walking away from, anything negative you're walking away from. You're not going to tolerate it because you want the permanent relationship. And there you go. You've got somebody you're getting ready to meet. And again, they have that fire in them. So they're exciting and they're invigorating and they're adventurous. And you're going to have a lot of fun with this person. But I feel you already know them. All right. This is somebody you may have worked with them. You may have met them, I don't know, at the store, anywhere, but you are definitely getting ready to start a new relationship, one that will go the distance. So we have the card of chemistry that came out for Virgo singles. You see, you're going to bond with this person in a really great way. Yeah, we just did Virgo. All right, now we're moving on to the next sign, which is what? Libra, right? I know. I forget the zodiac signs. I have to do them in order. Synchronistically, otherwise I forget them. Okay, Libra. We're doing Libra. All right, we're going to take a quick peek at Libras. Yeah, I feel there's some confusion when it comes, especially if you're in a relationship right now. The word confusion, and it feels kind of like a confusion. If you should be with them, we're going to look at the detail in a minute. We have the Emperor right here, and the Emperor, whether it's a male or female, because this is a general reading. I'm glad you're here too. It's nice to have you here. I haven't seen you guys in a while, so it's so nice to see familiar people on. This is somebody who can be an amazing provider, an amazing leader in a unit, in a relationship, one that does lead to marriage. And this is a couple that we're talking about right now. But I feel that your partner may have been, or you, a little bit too stuck in traditions and values. We have to do it this way. Why? Because it works this way, and not really open to making changes. But whatever's taken place, there is a change getting ready to happen because with the Hierophant card comes change. Whether we like it or not, it just kind of seems to happen. So Libras, if you are feeling like, and we have the Queen of Pentacles, you could be dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn energy. And we have Leo, we have Scorpio in here. Scorpio, Capricorn, and possibly another Libra is in this energy. So we have the Queen of Pentacles and we have the Two of Wands. You and your partner are going to make a decision on how you want to do this relationship. Again, this is somebody who has amazing energy and normally is a great leader. But we always, all cards, all people go back and forth, up and side, all around, right? They may have been upside down in the relationship, and the relationship may have been feeling like it was going in a wrong direction, but it does have an opportunity to make a change. But I feel that Libra, you're the one that's going to make the decision in this, not your partner. The Queen of Pentacles is beautiful, grounded energy. And it's almost like, well, are we going to do this or are we going to do that? Now, I don't feel you guys are moving. I don't feel there's any relocation or anything like that. But this is about the security of the relationship. And the card that came out is it's safe to love. So you and your partner may have been on the outskirts, but now you're getting back into the groove. Change is going to take place. It will be positive, but it may have some rough patches as you get there. By June of this year, you're going to see that you and your partner, June of this year, JU, it could very well be July, but it's really June is what I'm picking up on. It's going to be incredible. So our singles, wow. Oh, wow. We have the Ace of Wands and we have the Queen of Wands. This is excitement. You're feeling good, you're feeling confident, and you are ready to get out there, Libra singles. You want to mix and mingle, and you are just feeling such a high vibration through this Mercury in retrograde, okay? Not just in this week. This is until it goes direct, probably even past that. But this is that moment when you are ready to get out there. People are going to see you exactly who you are. Because Libras, you have this incredible way of captivating people, right? You just walk up and everybody loves Libras. And I mean, it can take a while before you even know they're toxic, right? They're just so alluring and there's just such a calm sereneness about them. So they can really capture you. You're very welcome. So let's see who you're meeting, okay? Because this is our beautiful singles. This is a new adventure. You might be meeting them in a boat, in a boat. Okay, like travel. You might be planning a cruise. You may be traveling. You have the card of the High Priestess and the Ten of Pentacles is who you're dealing with. You know, Libra, you may already have this sense of familiarity with this person. For some of you single Libras, you may know this person from a younger age. Not that you ever dated them. I don't feel you actually know them really at all. So maybe you went to elementary school with them. The boat that I'm seeing you travel in, that could be traveling back home, that could be taking a trip, either, a vacation, but you're gonna meet somebody that has this beautiful energy about them, and it may be travel for business, all right? And you're going to meet them. Look into their eyes, and when you look into their eyes, you're gonna see something about them. This is gonna be, for a lot of you, your actual, real, true soul mate. We don't necessarily want the twin flame, okay? There's a lot of toxicity. One has such a hard time making changes, and it could be years, decades. And I know you guys are here with me, and I work with you all the time. There are some that hook up with them, and it is awesome, and I'm so glad that they are able to work through it. But the majority of people, they say, "No, I want something new." And if they change and come back, that's great. But with the soul mate, a soul connection that is like this is one of the most precious and most beautiful connections you can ever have. Use your inner intuition when it comes to this person. Remember, you're going to be like magical on your own. You yourself are going to have this like really cool power about you where you're going to captivate them. So you're going to have to, it's like putting a spell on them. And you're going to have to make sure that they are the right one for you. You're going to know it. You're going to feel it inside of you. You're going to feel safe and secure with them. That bonding will be really, 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 really beautiful. And we have the card of release your ex. So very good, because you don't want to bring in the past in this relationship at all. Now, this could be somebody, like I said, that you already know from childhood with the Ten of Pentacles, somebody who's grounded and solid, but also the Pentacles represent your birth family. It represents the roots underneath your feet in the tarot. So I feel that there may be a familiarity that you won't be able to identify right away, but when you look in their eyes, you're going to see it and you're going to know it, and you're going to be like, I know who this person is. All right. So I hope that helps you guys. And uh, okay, you guys are ready to learn about that, huh? You guys ready for me to bring back the soul connection live? I will be happy to do that. I stopped doing it because people were saying, Lorianne, the twin flame is the ultimate relationship. And yes, it is. Oh my gosh, it is. It is a relationship that will knock you on your feet. It'll suck the breath right out of you. But equally, it takes us back into this journey of self reflection, because we are always left in a position of feeling used or victimized somehow on some level, but yet we fall so deeply in love with them. But when you look closer, you can see things that you couldn't see. That is a true spell between the twin flame dynamic, and it is a spiritual thing. It is done intentionally so that both people feel it and they have this opportunity to heal and go forward. Now we can go into a whole lot of depth about the twin flames. We can go into, it is a tough journey. It's a tough journey, Spirit, because it's not about them, it's about you. It's a tough journey, but the enlightenment comes through the end of it, all right, as you continue to go through this journey. And for those of you who are in my live soul live membership, I have the journey in there. It's what I think that membership is like $9.99. It's not very much, but it's an 8-week series that I did where I go through the whole thing and I explain it to you in a well, there's no laughing. Okay. It's a course is what it is, and I put it into YouTube membership for you guys. So if you're in there, check it out, and that will help you very much. If I get enough of you putting comments on here that you want Soul Connections live back, give me 50 of you guys saying, yeah, you want it back, and we're going to talk about it. Not only will we talk about it, we'll bring in the third and fourth dimensions and a whole lot of other stuff where we can go really deep now. The more awoke we become to what's really taking place, the better we understand the information so that we don't get confused like we did with the twin flame journey, right? So, can you make them do the work? No, you can't make anybody do anything. All right. And you're focusing on you. Check out what I put in the membership. I mean, you can cancel the membership if you don't like it. But again, if I can get 50 of you to say, yes, bring back Soul Connections Live, we will do that. Soul Connections Live. That was what I was going to do in the Soul Live. Yeah, you want it back. I will check out these messages, and please post a comment in the below section. I tend to look at those. These get hidden. after I'm done recording. I have to like hunt for these messages right here. But yeah, I know you do. Now, if you've seen one of my Soul Connections live videos, I did it for what I think almost 2 years. Patriot? I think I did, right? And it's filled with information about the journey, about angels, about the spiritual interconnection with the humanistic reality. And it is an amazing thing. And that's what my book is about that I just posted on. Well, it's coming up, it's pre sale right now. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's move on to our love reading because we can talk forever about the soul live and the soul connections. They are undeniably beautiful and painful all at the same time. The more healthy we are, the better they are for us. So, yeah. All right, the next one is Scorpio, right? We're going to take a look at Scorpio, and I need you guys to make sure that I don't miss anybody. Okay, Scorpio, married. We're going to look at you first, then we're going to look at the singles afterwards. Now, Scorpio, we've got the Five of Swords right here, and we have the Tower card. So you've been going through a lot of stuff between you and your partner, a lot of havoc, a lot of mayhem, and you're all about transformation. So it could have something to do with changing the dynamic of your relationship, but I really feel for you, this is more of an internal you transforming. Now, you may be looking at your partner going, they need to do it. It's them, kind of a tit for tat, a little thing where you guys are feuding. The Five of Swords is outright arguing. Okay, that's outright arguing where there's a lot of tear down in this relationship. You may be feeling like this relationship that you've been attached to, with, especially if it's with the King of Cups. Hold on. Oops, I lost it. Because he just flew out, the King of Cups in reverse, and that is not a nice person. Male or female, the King of Cups is somebody that we do not want to play with very much because that means that they are an emotional manipulator. All right. So if you've been doing this, and look what we have, the card of destiny. It was part of your plan. It was what you picked. You chose it, and like in Soul Connections, there's I talk about all kinds of things. Like one of my children actually confirmed for me, because I don't talk about it unless I know what I'm talking about. My youngest, I have 4 adult children, and my, youngest daughter, she's my 3rd. She was about 4, almost 5 years old, and she's coloring at the table, and she said, I was talking to my older daughter, and she said, "That's why I picked you." And we stopped and we said, "What?" We were making these little, our own version of Starbucks, right? It's like, "No, it needs like this much caramel," because you can never get the same flavor. And was laughing, and she said, "That's why I picked you, because I liked how good you were of a mommy with my other daughter." And we just went, "Whoa." And she started talking about angels, and the angel was there. It was complete confirmation that we pick our parents, and equally as such, we pick our partners. They're part of our destined plan. It really was adorable. It was like it was mind-blowing, I'm here to tell you. Your partner, whoever you're dealing with, okay, whether it's a marriage or committed relationship, they are part of your journey. So you may have felt like they were a true soul connection for you, somebody that you really got each other. It was like you dug each other, and then all of a sudden this manipulation started coming through. So there's a lot of negative vibes in this reading. I'm going to pull a little bit more detail because I don't feel that anything is going to change with this person because they came out in the negative side. Now, again, it is part of your destiny, and we can create our own destiny. We can create our own destiny. We can rewrite our stars. It's all up to us what we want to do, but we got to pull back that personal power. So you're being guided to use your internal wisdom, okay? Take that knowledge that's inside of you. We all have that beautiful little owl sitting inside of us that knows everything that's going on because they sit so high in a tree and they can look down and they can see everything. And when I do your readings for you in person, you guys know I look to the left because that's where my visions are. But I look down on, and that's how I get the detail. That's what you're being guided to do. Look for the snakes around you, but this is one snake. And I feel it's this one right here. So if you're dealing with somebody, even though there is a lot of love, all right, you have to look closer. It may not be them. It may be somebody behind them. It may be a parent that's around them. It's a woman. So I'm seeing a woman. So for a lot of you, it's an actual woman, probably a mom. But it doesn't feel very good. You're going to have to cleanse and clear out any of the negativity around you so that you can bring in what it is you truly want. Now you have the card of new love. New love doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to leave them, but it does mean that something has to change, something has to take place in this relationship. And that's why I said you have to clear out. All right. So if you're dealing with somebody who has somebody whispering in their ear, and maybe it's not even your partner that's a manipulator, it's someone else coaching them on what to say, you can change this relationship. It will take work. Okay. It will take work. Now, for some of you, I do see 4-6, 4-6 months from now. In 4 to 6 months from now, um, you're going to give it a chance for 4 to 6 months. And you should, because this is a person where there really is a lot of love attached to them. Truly, it is not an easy thing to walk away from somebody that we love. If you've been in that twin flame dynamic, you know what I'm talking about. We can fall in love and not even meet them. Where people all the way across the world, billions of people have been under this hypnotic spell, right? And that's what I feel is taking place in this situation. Now I shuffled the cards because I want to give our singles a does it okay. Are you dealing with a Scorpio spirit messenger? All right, let's take a look at singles right now and see what's going on with our Scorpio single babies. Oh, wow. We've got the relationship card here, and we have something amazing getting ready to take place. Definitely on your end. You are ready to have a committed relationship. You're ready for a real partnership. Some of you, I feel you are going to meet them when you're going house shopping, when you're looking for a new home to live in. It's an actual home. I don't feel that you are. Necessarily buying a house, but I feel that you are looking in a different direction. You might be going and looking at the design tips that are in all of the model homes. I used to do that all the time, and it was incredible. I love some of the design work that they did in them, both architecturally and cosmetically. Whatever this is, you are ready. You are 100% ready. You've been doing the work and you've been doing a great job. This is you and another person creating this beautiful connection that I'm talking about. But this one's going to be secure. This one, you're going to feel safe in this relationship. Now, let's see who you are meeting and what is coming your way. We have the Prince of Cups and we have the Six of Pentacles. This is an offer coming in going, hey, hey, how are you? I like you. I think you're kind of cool. I want to fall in love with you. Let's get to know each other. With the Six of Pentacles, this is somebody who is in balance. They're not going to be way out there in la la land, and they're not going to be stuck in the backwards end of life. This is somebody who's going to be open, but there is a little something about them that you may have to really look at them to make sure that they're the one. Now, this is what I'm feeling like. They are the realtor, they are the landlord, they are the person who's walking around the designer home that you're exploring. It has something to do with a house. You're going to meet them around a house. No, it's not a house of cards. It's not like trickery or anything like that. I feel that this person just has the balance of the light and the dark in them. where you might see them go back and forth. And I don't mean bipolar. I don't mean that at all. This is more like you can tell that they understand, they have mastered the light and the dark, the positive and the negative of their own self. So this is an opportunity to be something really cool. But with this Prince of Cups, there's that dreamy energy that can come rolling in. Um, excuse me, that probably hurt your ears. There's going to be an incredible attraction to this person. You might be dealing with a Cancer, a Scorpio, or Pisces. We also have in this reading we have a fellow Scorpio. It could be your vibes, but it's different than you. It's a different pace. Yours is yay, and theirs is more like calm and steady, like that Six of Pentacles. So I feel another Scorpio may be involved in this relationship, whoever this person is. You have an attraction that is going to be awesome. Like you aren't going to keep your eyes off of them. They aren't going to keep their eyes off of you. And it may be puzzling this individual, like, I've never met anybody like you. It's a beautiful energy. And they're saying, give the relationship a chance. All right. No matter what you've been through, because you also have the Ten of Swords that came out. You've been through a lot. All right. So, whatever you've been through, let it go, clear it out, do a cord cutting ceremony. I've got that posted up underneath the comments. And that way you are ready for this to come in. All right. Wow, that was a heavy message right there. It is heavy. It is beautiful. You know, I can pick up the vibrations for the majority of the group of people. It's not all of them. And I'm getting my butt kicked by technology is what's going on. And for me to get through the rankings because I had somebody build it out for me in the beginning and they did it wrong. So it's been a year and a half of struggling to fix and repair, and very, very costly, very expensive for me to do it, where I almost said, forget it, and gave up on my own company. And I don't want to do that. I don't mean give up on you. It was just a challenge, right? So, whatever you've been facing, okay, your guys are going to get through it. I promise. You just got to keep going. So, the next group would be, what is it, Sagittarius, right? I think so. We're gonna look at the sign of Sagittarius. Erica, if you could just keep track of who I'm calling out so that I don't forget anybody, that would be wonderful. All right, we have the card of the Hierophant. For those of you who are married, it's saying you're married, you're in a commitment. You're in a relationship that's committed. Yeah, now on to Sagittarius. Thank you. There it is, this one. All right, you're in a committed relationship that you may feel is the one. It's a beautiful, harmonic type of an energy between you and your partner. This is the Ten of Cups, the happy home, happy life right now, and you may be feeling really good. And for the last several months, for the majority of Scorpios, not all of you, you've been doing really, really well. Mercury in retrograde may have made you feel like you're going backwards. Okay. So there is change getting ready to take place, but I don't feel it's in a negative capacity. I feel it's more like a baby coming where it's stress, but it's beautiful stress, right? It could be the marriage that's associated with it, but ugh, it's definitely Ten of Cups on their end too. So you and your partner are seeing eye to eye right now, and that's very, 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 very good. But there may have been the struggle, all right? And like I said, it's not necessarily going to be a walk in the cake as we go through the year of 2022, but it is going to be a beautiful year for a lot of us. This particular group of you in this one for Sagittarius, if you're dealing with somebody where you have this beautiful happy life, you're going to be dealing with some struggles. There's gonna be some type of arguing going on, some type of, it's not even bickering. You may have already been bickering like we usually all do, right? But this is like arguing, outright arguing. And through that, you're going to remember why you love them. You two of you are going to be able to work through it. It is going to change the dynamic of your relationship. You're both going to be wanting to toward the ninth cup. This is the change that I'm talking about. This is going and saying, I want to do it different and bringing in new vibration and new energy. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Oh, can you hear my dog? He's barking. Woof. I think he's alone out there. He gets mad at me if he's alone out there. Like they'll go to bed and leave him out there. I fall asleep early because I wake up like around 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm up very, very early. That's why I don't do my readings late at night for you guys when I do private readings. You guys may have your back towards each other, but don't worry, you will turn around. You're both feeling very, very good. We have the King of Cups here and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this energy is actually, although it feels a little awkward, okay, and that's the arguing, that's the strife that you've been going through. You're going to be able to turn that around in a really beautiful way. I feel really it's your partner's turned their back on you, and if you just recently got a job, they probably don't like you being out there and working. I know it sounds weird, right? Who wouldn't want that? But there's this unit of the family unit. The Ten of Cups is on both sides. And that would indicate to me that you have a harmonic balance where one is the main provider and one is the one that maintains the home. Both of you, your jobs are very, very important. His bark. She said she loves my dog, but he scared her dog one day. He must have barked on the camera. He is scary, and when he growls, he plays. He sounds like he's gonna rip you apart. He sounds like he's got a frog in his throat. He has a really unusual sound. So, you guys, you may have turned your back towards each other or you're getting ready to, but you're going to be able to get through that very quickly. Hey, hey, come on, get in here. Jump up on the bed. Jump up on the bed. Come on, come on. Okay, he'll get up there in a minute. There he is. Oh, he's only halfway up. He's a big boy. He weighs over 100 pounds. He weighs like 115 pounds, don't you? He's a very big boy. He's my baby. So, you have this opportunity to fix and repair your relationships if there is anything wrong with it. But I really feel it's more like you've gone to work or they've gone to work. Somebody's done a change in your career venture. Now you have the card of retreat, and this is beautiful because to get over any kind of struggles, getting away and embracing each other again, physically as well as mentally, right? That's right. I don't know what that means. Repeat in short. I don't know what that means. Oh, no, I'm not on Aqua yet. We're getting there though. All right. Let's take a quick look at our beautiful singles and see what's coming for you. So I'm going a little too long. I'm sorry. Is this going too long? Am I giving too much of a reading, huh? All right, singles, you've got the 10 of Wands that just flew out, and the 10 of Wands is that heavy burden. You also have the 9 of Swords. So you might be a little bit worried, like, is anybody going to love me? And the answer, we're going to look at the detail, but I guarantee the answer is a yes. Yeah, they are great dogs. They just said my dog is a great dog because he's a golden retriever. Um, he's a big baby. I mean, he's such a big baby. This is that energy. We've got 9 and 10, so you've got some progress coming in. You've gone through a lot. You've been through a lot, and it's showing right now. It's showing in your face. You're stressing out, so you probably are showing it outward. So if you're not attracting anybody to you, that's because of what you're dealing with internally. So now is your time to really change the dynamic in the world around you. 9 and 10, progressive numbers. Let's see who you're dealing with. Okay. Well, you might be dealing with somebody who has put that burden on you. You got the Three of Swords. But I feel for a lot of you, this is somebody in the past that it's like a lingering memory that you have not healed over. You have the Queen of Cups right here. And what I feel is coming in for beautiful singles is that you're meeting somebody that may remind you of someone that hurt you deeply. And just being around them, it puts that stress on us, right? It's like, are they really are they really going to be like my ex? So let your ex go. Let go of all of that stress and strife because something amazing coming in. Okay. Let me see if I thought it was my earring. Can you hear me now? Okay. My thingy fell out. My little earplug fell out. You've got the card of worth waiting for. You see, this Queen of Cups is a beautiful energy that came out in the upright. This is somebody who knows how to love and they know how to love really well. They're romantic and they actually, if they dream and talk about travel, they're going to come through with the travel. So this is a beautiful energy. So there is nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. And the worry itself could be that stress that is being laid on you. But it's more, I feel that you guys are feeling like this is too good to be true and they're saying, "No, it's not. This is what you've been waiting for." So, gosh, that's a heavy, heavy energy right there, isn't it? All right. So now we're on to Capricorn. Let's take a look at our beautiful zodiac sign of Capricorn and see what's going on with you guys. And Erica, please, if you could mark down the time so that I can get that posted as soon as I'm done with the video. I forget. I always forget. I don't like to look back. Oh, Capricorn, well, you definitely came out in your own reading, and I'm really glad that you did. Okay. Yes, this can be the devil, but it also represents the zodiac sign of Capricorn. However, with this card comes the Five of Swords. So you've been going through a lot, our beautiful married coupled Capricorns. All right. This is a lot of arguing. This is a lot of bad, negative stuff going on between you and your partner. And it's probably driving you up the wall where you're ready to scream and shout if you haven't already been screaming and shouting with them. This would indicate that you have, and you might be dealing with somebody who is a fellow Capricorn, but I don't think so. I feel this is somebody who has well, you have the Empress that just flew out, and she flew out sideways, okay? So she may be looking like this sometimes and looking like that, but is always right here, all right? They're always in the middle. Like you can't tell what kind of mood they're in. And that in itself is going to cause a lot of arguing and a lot of strife. So we have the Moon card, and there may be some secrets. Absolutely. I feel you and your partner have not been on the same page for a reason. And I feel it has everything to do with the person who was representing the Empress, you or them. This is a lot of negativity. Hold on a sec. We're going to pull some detail on this because this is a relationship that is having struggles. But with the Moon card, it's talking about phases and cycles as far as the planetary alignment. Equally, Mercury is in retrograde, right? So this is your time to look back and actually figure out what you're going to do in this relationship. And you have the Four of Wands. You could be dealing with a twin flame dynamic where you are this way and they're this way. Remember, twin flames are opposite. Okay. Soul mates are together. All right. And this is the relationship that you're in where there's a lot of heartbreak and there's a lot of strife. So it's time for you to really take a step back and analyze the situation and see, do you really want to be with this person? Now I am hearing 3-4. 3-4 would be 3 to 4 days, weeks, or months. Could be years, but I don't see you being in it for 3 to 4 years. So I'm betting that it's more like 3 to 4 months. You're going to know whether you want to be with them and you're going to make some huge changes. You have 3 and 4 on the board. 2, 3, and 4 is on the board. progressive movement is going to take place. And again, I feel it's going to be around 4 months. You and your partner will make that decision. Now, getting to know each other, it could prevent those arguments. It could absolutely change the dynamic, but I don't think so. I think you're dealing with somebody who's just not nice. No, that's not a happy way to end it, but that's what this reading, and we'll be doing a lot more, and I'd love to come back on live and continue to do these for you guys. So let's look at our singles. All right. Singles, we have the Page of Wands and we have the Two of Cups, and this is taking action toward what you really like, what you want. So, Capricorn singles, if you want a relationship, it's time for you to take action. They don't just knock on your door, all right? We have to put ourselves out there, join organizations and groups that will help move you forward in your life experience and put you in front of different people. But for a lot of you, this is somebody you're actually going to meet. Now, with the Page of Wands, there's excitement and there's that passion, but it's in a more immature level. And I feel they actually may be younger than you are for those of you who are getting ready to meet. And you're going to know because this is going to happen between now and the end of February for this group that is watching right now. We have the Two of Cups and we have the Six of Wands. So they're going to see you as a soulmate. This is a soulmate connection. This is the two of you bonding in a beautiful way. I mean, the cards are really beautiful, right? So you're going to take action, and they're going to be very courageous and victorious about the way they come and approach you. There's this inner knowing that they know you. They're going to recognize the soul connection, even if they don't understand what that means. Hello, Netherlands. So this is a beautiful partnership where you both are going to be on the same page. Heightened telepathic communication, not necessarily like the twin flame where it's super deep telepathic, but it'll learn to become that way if you want it to be. This is a beautiful relationship that has an opportunity to actually go the distance. And they're saying, make the effort with this person. This person is, maybe a it may be a Pisces. We have Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius here. And I feel that Aquarius is attached to this somehow, some way. Could be a sun, moon, or rising sign, or even a Venus sign, because we are talking about love. So make the effort. You're going to recognize them. The two of you are going to bond really well. Okay, that is the zodiac sign of Capricorn. And let me pick these up and we'll keep going forward. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you for the kisses. I love the kisses. I love the kisses. Well, hello. How are you? Happy New Year to you too. You want some angel advice for your work? Look at you come on a love reading asking about work. You love your work, don't you? See, love is love. It doesn't have to be romance. Love is love. And that's why you hear me say that all the time. Well, there is a lot of panic. There is a lot of anxiety inside of you, but I do feel that it's not necessarily yours. I almost get the impression that you're feeling like a missed opportunity is around, like maybe they're not going to come back. Now, I don't know if you were on here at the beginning of this reading when I started it an hour ago. But I was talking about the year 2022 is going to be a lot of reconciling moments with family, jobs coming back into play, a job from 10 years ago. Remember when you did this for us, we need you back. Businesses need help right now, including myself. I mean, small businesses are really struggling to make ends meet. And I feel that this is like that missed opportunity. But what I'm getting is that's not true. You don't have a missed opportunity. It's the anxiety. You're bringing it on yourself. So you want to really learn to get into your zone, all right? Get into your own little zen and meditate on this. Hold on one sec. Yeah, panic. Right here. Bup, 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 bup. So I want you to start breathing. If you don't remember how to breathe, if you don't know how to breathe, I've got a wonderful group workshop that I'm putting on, and that's why I'm pulling back on the um, in-person sessions. I mean, I'm still giving them, but they're not as open as they were. Um, Body talk, all right, where we can relate to what you're feeling right now. That workshop is going to talk about, we're talking about the different foods you eat and how to identify different parts of your body ailments to catch them before they turn into something worse. It's going to be a really great workshop. So I hope you join in that. You're having a lot of self-sabotage energy, okay, and it's blocking you from the Ace of Wands. This is part of your path, is to learn to overcome that, okay, my dear, and you are going to do that. You're going to overcome it, but you have to learn how to get into a place where you don't focus on what is hurting you. Aqua's, I think, coming up next. Give gratitude every day, and I know you already do, but you're not doing it and believing it is what I'm hearing. You have the 5 of swords, and that's combative energy, right? That's your inner thinking that's going on. I don't feel it's your divine masculine, okay? I don't feel them in this moment at all. It's coming from you. So whatever you're anxious about, whatever you're worried about, breathe through it. All right. Breathe and get that thorn pulled out of your energy. It's blocking you from creating what it is you truly love. Yeah. All right. So, yes, we're doing Aquarius right now. No, I sent it out. I sent out the notification on the workshop. I'll send it out again, but I don't know. Have you been getting any of my emails? I'm having a lot of problems with my website. I'm actually getting ready to take it to another host because I'm having so many problems. The sizing, everything. It's just like things changing, and it's like I didn't change it. It's almost like somebody's in there going, and they're not. They're not. All right, we're looking at the zodiac sign of Aquarius, and I will get right back to you guys in order. Okay, so we have the Wheel of Fortune for Aquarius married and relationship. If you're in a relationship, the Wheel of Fortune is your destiny. You already know this. So you're with the person that you're meant to be with, and we have the Empress. This is a beautiful moment for you and your partner to feel the empowerment between the two of you in this relationship. You may have been going through challenges just like every single person. Not every single person, but on some level, everyone has definitely felt the effects of what's going on in the world. Some have just shot right up and reached a place of fame and fortune, and that's awesome. But with that comes a lot of stress equally as well. You're doing absolutely fantastic if you're in a relationship. Hold on to your personal power. You don't want to give it away because you may be dealing with somebody that may have a tendency to see things differently than you do. All right. And with this, you have the happy home, happy life. So you guys are going to do really great as long as you focus in on what it is you truly want. And we have the sun card right here. It can't get much better than this. So this particular group of you in your relationship is going to be dynamic. You just need to make sure you hold and maintain your power. Empowerment is what this whole journey is all about. Empowering us to empower the world. We have romantic feelings. Okay, so you and your partner, you already know you got it going on. This is a beautiful reading for this particular group of coupled Aquarians. Now let's take a look at our single Aquarians. You know, Aquarians, you've been working really hard no matter what level of life you're in. You've been working hard, focus. And through that, you may have missed some opportunities or what it seemed like when it comes to love. wondering if it's ever going to come in. And you have the card of patience, and you also have this beautiful card back here, the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is somebody who may have been watching you from the background and took their time and observed you as you were going through your own life changes, wondering, are they ever going to come forward? And the answer is yes, they are. Now, with the Knight of Pentacles, it's a slow moving energy and the card of patience. That means you have a little bit more to go. And I feel it's going to be more around the April before you and this person get together. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sagittarian is in this. Virgo is definitely highlighted in this reading. Libra's in this reading, and so is the zodiac sign of Cancer. So the energies are coming through. That could be moon, sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Now, I feel that you met this person or you may have been introduced to them. I don't mean going out on a date or anything. You probably not even spoke to them on the phone or anything like that. You're wondering, did they like me? And they're going, yeah, they did. You just have to be a little bit patient because they're working on their own financial endeavors and they're watching you. I feel this person likes to watch. It's kind of creepy, isn't it? It's like, oh, they're a watcher. I've had a few of those. And this person likes to watch. They like to stare at you. They're falling in love with you without you even knowing it, but I don't feel they have the courage to come forward yet. You're going to get the truth very, very soon. We have the Ace of Swords and we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is a beautiful relationship getting ready to take place, a brand new beginning, brand new, and it's going to be in complete alignment with you, Aquarius. All right. Now, the thing is, you must be patient a little bit longer because there is some finances that need to be taken care of. So, growing the finances, and they may not be quite in that position where they can come forward yet. Not yet. They will, but they might need a certain amount of money in the bank, and that could take forever. Right? So let's pull a romance card for you. That's this one. All right, healing family issues. So the lack of patience that you may be having is part of your zodiac sign, by the way. Aquarians can be very air signs, and people in general can be very impatient, right? That's why we're saying, ugh, another 3 months. But the truth is, I don't feel you're quite ready yet. There's still some things in your own life that you need to take care of as well. It doesn't mean that you've got to go through and do deep dive in uh, counseling sessions with me or anything like that. Although some of you may still have that thorn stuck down in there and you didn't get it taken care of. But this is about healing and resolving family issues that are going to free up your energies field. And once you're freed up, that's when they're going to come in. You're going to be looking in a completely different direction. So I hope that helps our zodiac sign of Aquarius. Now I'm going to answer a couple of the, let me answer your questions here. Okay. Hello, Nakia. You know, right now he's here to help you, hon. He's here, he's reaching out to you, he's extending his hand out to you, which is a really warm feeling, and I'm glad. Not all of our deceased loved ones come in with positive energy, okay? They come in grumpy, going, I gotta help. But this one is coming in saying, I want to help, I want to guide her. He is the light shines in through the window. So I don't know where you're seeing the light, but I'm seeing the light shine in through a window. And the window looks like it has framing around it with the like a lines going the opposite direction. And it's showing to me like moonlight. Okay, that's the way it looks, but it's not moonlight. So you will see him come through at many, many different times. But when you see it coming in through the window, You'll hear him. You'll feel him. You'll feel his presence walking around the room with you. A little creepy, but it's not really creepy when you know who it is. To the unseen world, you're going to embrace it. What you do for a living is drawing in a lot of attention. Make sure that you're protecting yourself. A lot of us believe that we're doing it right, but we're not doing it right. It needs to be done on a regular basis. You put, you want to put, he's protecting you. That's why I said that. He's here, he's protecting you. So make sure that you are protecting your home. Make sure that you're looking through the window. You may even have somebody else looking through the window. So be prepared. Walk from your car to your home with keys in your hand and look around and pay attention to everything that's going on around you. You might have somebody that's watching you from a distance that he feels uneasy about, but he's going to guide you through this journey, through this venture in life, and it is going to be very, very beneficial that he's around you. He's going to show you how to survive stepping stones. He's going to show you how to step along the way. Okay. I hope that helps for you. All right, you guys. Now we're going to move on to who's the next one, I think is, and then I'll answer your, well, let me answer one more and then I'll answer, and then I'll do the next one. You know, you've made remarkable progress. You truly have made remarkable progress. I feel that you are moving into a place of empowerment, but yet you're not completely convinced or conviction that you're going in the right direction. There's something lacking, and it's almost like you got this sword going, yay, but not necessarily knowing if it's the right direction. So any message or direction you, okay, there you go. That's what I'm seeing. But it's like this sword, like you're ready to get out there and fight, but you don't know what you're fighting for. So you have a little bit more internal work to do. I'm going to pull an oracle card for you, my dear. You have a little bit more internal work to do. You've been doing great. You really have. But this is going to be the final hurrah for you, and you're going to have it completed by the month of June if you put in the work. You have the card of friendship, but that's not really what I'm feeling. I feel your friend, you may have met a new friend that's encouraging you to go into a path that doesn't feel right with you, or you're about ready to meet somebody that's going to do that. Make sure that you have inner peace when you're moving forward. Remember, the sword is like, okay, so this is like that fighting stance. And I'm glad that you're bringing it, you're pulling in your powers, what you're doing. We have to go from one extreme to the other. So if you were a person, and if we're talking about a person that maybe was meek and mild, okay, and they didn't want to deal with anything, so they hid behind their shell, okay, then they're going to go the complete opposite where they're like, yay, and completely raw and vulnerable and exposing themselves until they come into the center. And you're getting ready to come into the center. So begin to, one, you need to work on your nutrition. You're not feeding your brain, which is reading material. Get my book, okay? It's on pre-sale now. You need to feed your brain and your body. Although I see you're doing really well, there's something that you're eating that isn't, it's messing with the chemicals, okay? So I hope that helps you. You are moving in the right direction, but you must feel it inside. And if you don't feel it inside, then there's something still left open. I don't feel you're marching in the right pattern. I feel you're fighting for something that you don't quite understand. Um, you're fighting for freedom, which is good, but you're fighting for the freedom of not you, for others, but not you. There's their direction. You want to fight for freedom of you first. Okay. So I hope that helps. And right now we're going to move on to the zodiac sign of Pisces, right? All right, Pisces. We're looking at Pisces married and coupled relationship. We have the person, whoever you're dealing with, has the Seven of Wands and the Sun card. Now, the Seven of Wands is setting boundaries, and I feel you're dealing with your partner who might be a little bit wanting to make changes that are going to be of benefit. Like they're bored in everyday life. So, Pisces, this is a moment for your inner child to come out because they want to play, they want to frolic, they want to have some fun and adventure, and so do you. You've got the Ace of Wands and you have the Three of Pentacles, which I think those two cards came out in another reading side by side. A beautiful team camaraderie between you and your partner is there, even if you're going through the challenges of developing new plans and new programs. And I feel that you guys are looking at online courses together. I also feel that some of you, all who it is, I don't know, but you might be looking into a sex rejuvenation retreat. That's what just came through. I just call it as I see it. Now, you and your partner are actually really meant to be together, and that is definitely what you got going on. So, as you look at your partner, you know that you two will create a plan that's going to revive the passion, the excitement, and I do feel you're going to go on destiny a destiny trip, like a destiny wedding, like it's a destiny. It has a theme to it. Let's put it that way. It has a theme to it. So if you are single, 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 let's take a look at you. You have the Lovers card coming out, and that is making a big choice between something or someone. Now, whoever you're dealing with is the Princess of Cups and the Magician. So they may be a little bit playing on your emotions and playing games with you a little, but it doesn't really feel like it. I feel this is somebody that wants to create magic with you. All right, because both the cards are upright if we're looking at the tarot, but the energy that's coming through is very, very positive. So you may be getting ready to meet a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. And I feel Libra is in this reading, Cancer is definitely in this reading. And that could very well be the time that you're getting ready to meet them, but the or seven the like July, if you already met them. Now this is somebody brand new. This is somebody brand new. But whoever this person is, they want to create magic, and they're watching you and they're trying to really tap in and zone in on who you are. This is going to be a super slow moving type of a relationship because this person wants the magic, but they want to make it last. They want to make the bells and the whistles last forever. You're dealing with somebody who is a romantic individual. So have fun with that. And let's pull a card for you right here. Soulmate. You see, you're dealing with a soulmate type situation. Some of you may feel it's your twin flame, and going backwards, if this is somebody that you have not seen or heard from in a really long time, that would be around July, okay, around the month of July, whether it was in the year of 2019 or 2020. That's what I'm getting for you guys. All right, now let me answer this other question so I don't forget you guys. And thank you so much for contributing to the channel. I feel he's really focused on it, and I think I said this a moment ago. I literally have to let go of whatever I pick up on. Otherwise, I carry it with me, and that's not a very fun thing to do. I feel he's really focused on work and not necessarily like he's not doing this. Okay, he's not doing this, and you still are. Remember, when you pull forward, that's when they feel you. There's an invisible connection between the two of you. It may benefit you to do a cord cutting ceremony. It may not completely sever the tie, but it will sever it enough. It will get you in the right direction, okay? And it may be somebody around you that's going to pop up in that cord cutting ceremony because you see, they represent someone or something else in our lives that we didn't fix and repair. It has nothing directly to do with them per se on a spiritual level, although it definitely does. It's a confusing type of an energy. But I don't feel that he's really focused on you. I feel something's going on in his world, and it's probably been 8 months of 8 months is showing eight, where your partner's been working on family issues, okay, like blocked family issues, stuck, blocked, unable to move forward, unable to there are people who are not going to be on the same page, and they're going to hold on to traditions and values, and they're going to say, no, this is the way we did it, and this is the way that it feels right to me. And the beautiful part of being openness is saying that it's okay for them to be like that. We just have to make a decision. So I feel, if we want to be with them, I feel that this individual that you're dealing with has been focused on family stuff. So yes, I do see they are thinking of you, but it comes in subtly. So you may hear a little bit like a whisper of your name, and then it's gone, just enough to go, what? What was that? So when that happens, make sure you are focusing on you, okay, and not anything else. All right, my dear. I hope that helps. So now we're going to move on to our beautiful zodiac sign, Aries. We're going to look at marriage first, and then we'll look at married and couples, and then we're going to look at singles. All right, Aries. Now we have the Two of Pentacles and we have the Star card. So, in order for you to get this big, beautiful wish, you have to make sure that you and your partner are on the same page. This is healing a situation and putting it back into balance and making sure that everything is working. I feel there's a lot of stress in the relationship. You're trying to make ends meet, and they are also, and you guys are like two ships in the night. Poof, poof, this kind of an energy. Now, you could be dealing with a zodiac sign of Aquarius, but this is more about you wish that you and your partner were definitely on the same page. You wish that you were doing things in the same direction. Now, they see you as very captivating. Okay, this is your partner, and they feel that you are your true Aries self. Beautiful, mesmerizing, and there's a bit of witchiness about you, not bitchiness, witchy, okay, like you put a spell on him. And I don't usually say that, and I think that's the third time I've said it tonight, but it has everything to do with the moon phase that's going on. There may be secrets that have been hidden behind the scenes, but I don't feel that as much for this group. I mean, the underlying group, yeah, the secondary group, but this group, this is more about you changing things over the next 4 to 5 weeks. Four and fives are coming up a lot for all zodiac signs. Even in my own life, I'm seeing fours and fives everywhere. So it's a beautiful transformative energy that's coming through right now. Through this moon phase, you two are going to swim in sync with each other. You're going to go in the same direction. And as you go in the same direction, you're creating the circle of empowerment. And the circle of empowerment is going to actually bring you the wish that you and your partner want to be together and heal the relationship. If you were dealing with someone else, if there was a third party involved in this, you're going to move past it. You are going to heal this situation. Let your friends help you as you go through this situation, okay, with your partner. But that doesn't necessarily mean go and talk to your friend about your partner. That could mean having a counseling session, booking a session with me or somebody else that can help you move past it. But overall, in general, it's absolutely very, very beautiful energy for our Aries. All right, if you are single Aries, let's take a look at you. How funny. We have the King of Wands, and we have the Moon card that came out. Now, this is talking about you. You are amazing, very confident individual. And I feel that something has just happened. And if it didn't, it's getting ready to. And three is very important. The number three is going to be important for those single Aries out there right now. You're getting ready to meet somebody that's like your ultimate match. The two of you are going to click, but there's something very mysterious about them. There's something that is, you may feel like they hold secrets because even though they are captivating and mesmerizing, they hold the mystery to them, just like the queen, but not as much. The queen is much more intense. But this mystery they hold is gonna make you feel like there's secrets about them. And then for some of you, you have a secret crush on somebody and you're watching them and they are going to turn around and see you. I feel they already know, they can tell. We know when somebody's watching us. The higher our vibrations are, the more we can feel somebody watching us. All right, here is the other card. Now, whoever you're dealing with, they are the Eight of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So that's what I mean. You might be watching them or they're watching you, but somebody is sitting there waiting, and the other person is going, "Hey, hey, are you ready? Are you ready to date yet? Hey, hey, do you want to go out? You want to have, lunch?" I guess we can't have lunch, right? I guess it'd be dinner. Now, this person may have been sitting there for quite some time. They may have recently gone through a severing of ties from the family unit that they were in. So that's why they're hesitant on coming forward. I feel you already know this person on some level. I don't mean dating, but you absolutely do know them. Most likely, you work with them, or it's a friend of a family member, a friend of a friend, but you know them, wondering, do they even know I exist? Because their focus is in a completely different direction as they are getting ready to get up off that rock. It's just when they're ready, not when we're ready, unfortunately, right? We can't control them. Keep an open mind because you're going to see this person is going to change their mind. They're going to turn around and they're going to heal like this. They're going to heal very, very quickly. The energy comes through with this person that they'll sit there in pain and suffering, and then as soon as they're done, they get up and walk away. Everything's good. Literally let it roll off their back. And yes, I have met people that do that, and that's not an easy thing to do, but it is very, very doable. So I hope that helps for you. And let me answer Natasha. I think you're the last one. Yes. Hi, Natasha. How are you? It's so nice to hear from you and to have you here. What should I know love wise and anything else I may need to hear to know? I know you're talking about love. You have such a lovely vibration, you really do, and I remember you. I mean, I remember your name, but now I remember your energy because I let go of the energy, right? You're just an amazing person, and sometimes you're a little bit too smart. Sometimes people don't like to be around smart people because they feel like they can't compare. And it doesn't mean that you need to dumb down. Please don't do that. No, absolutely not. But I am being guided to have you move into a direction where you're looking at a different type of characteristic traits for the people that you are drawing in around you. Join an organization, a club where people of like-minded energy are in that club, in that organization. That could be anything. It could be a cooking class. It could be taking a law class. Law is attached to it somehow, some way. Maybe learning a course for, one of the new programs, right, that are out there right now. Because we got to learn and master the internet and the AI, the automated system. The Ten of Wands is here. So the answer is there's really nothing you need to know. The answer is no, you don't need to know anything, but you do need to release the burden of feeling like you're being overlooked. You're not being overlooked. Okay. This love is going to take place between now and Well, I do see August is key. That doesn't mean that they're gonna be gone or away from you until August, but it is gonna really go in the month of August. So with the energy, it's like it's going to come in slow and back off, and then slow and then back off, and then a little bit more. It's going out to dinner, and then the next time you go out on a day date where you're out by the park all day long for 4 or 5 hours, and the next date is an overnight, and then the next time it's a weekend where it's a progressive type of an energy flow. You're going to like this relationship as it comes in. All right. So, as far as what you need to know is just believe in yourself and look for organization groups. It doesn't mean you're going to meet them there, but what it's going to do is it's going to open up your funnel to allow new into your life. All right, now let's move on to the next zodiac sign, which is Taurus. I think we're almost done, right? Oh no, we have a few more. All right, so let's hold off. Don't ask any more questions. Please don't pay for any more questions. Hold on, we'll have other readings in the future. I'll be bringing them out on a regular basis, but right now we want to make sure that we get these readings done because it is a long time for me to do these readings. And if I sit too long and do them, I'll just get dizzy. We have the Page of Wands and the Justice card. And when we're talking about Taurus, you've got something coming toward you. You got to take and counterbalance what's going on in your relationship. Creating a central ground between you and your partner is going to be very, very beneficial. So if you've been holding on to a lot of burden in the relationship and a lot of the weighted energy, you got to do everything, then it's time for you to counter that. You're very welcome. And turn it into a balance so that you and your partner can enjoy downtime and enjoy new ventures in life. All right. So we have the card of the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is that feeling stuck and trapped kind of mentality. Like, I don't know how to get out of this situation. I don't know what to do. And we also have the Six of Pentacles. This is a state of balance, and that's what I'm talking about. Can you hear that? This is probably the quietest night that I've had out here in quite some time. The Six of Pentacles is absolute centering and grounding, and your partner does want this with you. They do. And the King of Cups flew out in the upright, by the way. So they really do have love for you. It's just making sure that the two of you can like write a new way of doing things. Okay. If one used to take the trash out and the other one did the yard, now you're going to reverse it. Or you're both going to do it together. And that's what I feel. It's like you both are going to start doing things together. And you have to find new things to do because you don't like necessarily what they like and they don't like what you like, which brings the beauty in that contrast in the relationship. But yet it can cause conflict if we're not on the same page. So it's like trying something brand new. If you've been separated or you're contemplating separation, you do have an opportunity to actually fix the relationship. Again, there's a lot of weighted energy, a lot of burden here. So, Taurus, it's going to be all up to you, particularly those of you who are dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Libra is in this reading. Uh, Gemini is in this reading. Air energy. I feel it's all air signs are attached to this somehow, some way. So there could be a lack of communication going on right now, but you will fix it. Time apart makes us grow back together, but it's up to us. Okay, let's take a look at our singles. We have the Page of Cups and the Nine of Wands. When you are feeling like you just can't get up, when you're feeling like you want to wear your sweats and go outside in public with your sweats on, that's when you're going to meet somebody, Taurus. When you're not dressed for it, when you're not prepared for it, you're going to meet somebody that goes, "Hey, you, I like you." And it's going to be quite lovely. It truly is. You're dealing with somebody who has the energy of the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So it's somebody who is filled with their loving and nurturing individual. It can represent your Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, as well as Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Capricorn is really highlighted in this reading, and that may be the month of when you met them. You may have seen them. I see a grocery store, I really do, and I've seen it since I've come on, and I'm seeing it right now at this moment. So I feel it is in your reading particularly. I know I've mentioned it a couple times, but I actually see it right now. Make the effort toward this individual because this is somebody that's going to be really great. And even though you're tired and you may not want to get dressed up, it will be so worth it for you to get dressed up. If you're on a virtual, just dress up from here up and wear your sweatpants, pajama bottoms, and slippers. They won't know the difference. But I'm sure you're going to tell them, and that is going to be the beauty of it. So you've got somebody that you're meeting that you're going to get an offer of love. And some of you, it could be two people, but I'm only feeling it's one. I feel it's a combination of energy between the two people. All right, now let's move on to the zodiac sign of Gemini. We have Gemini and then Cancer. All right, let's look at couples, married individuals, if you're in a relationship first. Okay, you guys, we have the card of justice. And again, this is about balance. Now, you could be going through a separation with your partner. We do have the King of Wands. You may be dealing with somebody who's a little bit arrogant at times, but yet with them, they're just very charismatic and you can't stop looking at them. Now, that's the beauty of the relationship with this person because this person can captivate you and they do know how to create balance. And I feel like you're going to have like an unseen, almost unrecognizable, kind of like when you were talking about the light. I answered the question about the light of your grandfather. This is like that light coming down upon you. You're going to feel the angels and the blessings around you, and it's going to help anything that is out of place in this relationship. It's going to create balance and harmony. It's going to restore and rejuvenate your energy vibration, and the two of you are going to be back on the same page in no time. Definitely by the month of September, um, September of this year, you'll be in a completely different direction, one that you're going to really, really love. Now, we have the Strength card in the Five of Wands, so they may be quarreling and they may have some self sabotage energy going on where you're feeling this out of balance energy because of them. They lack the strength and courage because honestly, you probably intimidate the heck out of them. You're beautiful and you're very communicative normally. In the upright, you definitely are, and you scare this person. That's why I feel that there's this imbalance. It's like almost like it's not really jealousy, but it kind of is like that jealous energy where they're not as good as you are. They are going to restore their confidence. The full effects will happen by fall of this year. So let's see what card free yourself. Okay. So whatever's going on in this situation, you have the power to turn it around. We always do. Absolutely always do. But whatever took place that is keeping the two of you in this out of balanced energy where one night you want this and they want that, where you go, fine. That's the out of balance energy that I'm picking up. That's what you're going to overcome that. And you guys are going to go back on the same page, which is really cool. Now, there is a small percentage of you that may walk away, but I don't feel that in this group. You're going to make it work. Now, if you're single, we've got the Magician that just blew out. And, oh, baby, you're going to be able to create magic in your life. And magic is what we want. Now, we also have the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is saying you are worn out. You're working hard and you're trying to put your own life in balance. So, guess what, though? That's when love flies in. Love flies in when we aren't expecting it, when we're not paying attention, and here you go. Love is going to come right when you're not focused. Now, you may have been dealing with people in the past that were manipulative. that were also could have been very creative, all right? It doesn't mean that they're evil and wicked, but there was something that you were dealing with. You have the devil card that came out and the queen of wands. So if you have been dealing with somebody in your life that is manipulative, all right, or you see them that way, pay very close attention. If you are worn out around whoever you're dating, okay, then you want to let go of it. But the truth is this is about singles. This reading is. So you're getting ready to meet somebody that I feel borders the Capricorn and Sagittarius energy. So they're born at the latter part of November, early December. And this person has this naughty kind of like, ooh, baby, just this raw magnetism, and you're going to like them. They're mysterious and they keep things secret and they know how to use their power. And I feel they're going to be very, very empathic individuals. And you're going to know that because you yourself are an empath. So let's see whatever romance card comes out. This is like naughty. This is really going to be fun, though. It's going to be fun and exciting. So get your flirt on. You're going to like this new person. Even if it doesn't turn into the long-lasting relationship, you are gonna have a lot of fun with them, and they're gonna help you overcome any of the struggles and challenges that you may have been dealing with along the way, okay? Like, open you up where you're absolutely moving forward. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at our beautiful zodiac sign of Cancer, married and then singles, okay? So here we go. Cancers, you may be dealing with somebody who is the page, or it could be you, okay? It is a general reading, but you could be dealing with somebody who is the King of Pentacles in reverse. That's not a good energy, and we have the Three of Swords next to it. So if you and your partner are having some financial difficulties, they may have spent a lot of your money, they may have made some poor investment moves, and definitely giving in the wrong way. It is causing a lot of heartbreak, absolutely, for sure. Now, we don't like that. So listen to your weekly reading because I just posted it today and it is a very powerful reading. And I don't usually remember them, but I remember Cancer's was really beautiful. So we have the Hermit card and we have the Seven of Cups here. And, they're saying pay attention to what's going on around you, but you're going to have to follow your own inner guidance when it comes to this relationship. There's a lot of confusion around this person that you're in this relationship with and the heartbreak that's there. And that's what you want to really focus on. Your inner compass, your inner guide will direct you in the right way. You already know the answer. To stay in this relationship, you've got the Eight of Pentacles that flew out with it. And that means it is going to take work. It's going to take work to rebuild those finances. It's going to take work to create and solidify the arrangement that you have. I heard the word arrangement. All right, now let's pull your romance card. And we have children, and that may very well be the whole reason of the financial upside down. They may have children with another partner, and that is weighing on the relationship very, very heavily. A lot of confusion around that, though. But you have the opportunity to turn things around. It's going to be up to you. Use your inner wisdom, follow your gut. Now, if you are single, you've got the death card, and that means an ending took place. And there's always a good thing with that. That means a new beginning is going to take place. And with this new beginning, we have the Seven of Wands. So creating new boundaries so that whatever took place in your past relationship will not take place again. And I do know you are going to do that. You're very determined and you will make that happen, our beautiful singles. So this is that transformative energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio for sure. And I feel Gemini and Libra are attached to it. And so is Leo. Leo is attached to this as well. I don't feel Leo too often creep through in these type of pieces of readings, but definitely in this one. So with this, you've got the Eight of Wands and the Three of Cups and Cancer. That's what I'm talking about. You've got somebody going to reach out to you. They may be at a distance from you, but they're going to see you as a romantic partner that they really want. For every door that shuts, we have a brand new door that opens, and you're just being guided to make sure that you've created boundaries to protect yourself, all right? So that you're aware of anything that you feel could hurt you or harm you, and you know exactly what to do and walk away. Now, we have the card of healing family issues. So, this is healing your inner child to allow this new relationship to come in. And I do feel you're going to do that. All right, you guys, I thank you so much for coming on and watching. And again, if you want Soul Connection live back again, be happy to do it. Just post your comment in the drop box below, not on here, but in the box below. All right. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Please thank Erica for spending her time in this with us and making notes for me. So I love you, and I will see you soon. Adios.